Hi guys. Hey beautiful friends. I am back with another tarot reading for you. And just going to start off by cleansing the space. This will center our energy. And if you'd like to take a breath with me, just feel free. Also going to ring this bell 3 times to clear the space and open us up to any of the messages coming through. So last night we experienced the full moon in Gemini. It wasn't any full moon, this was a super full moon, and the final full moon of the year. Gemini illuminates our thinking patterns, our communications, the stories we tell ourselves, and how our inner dialogue shapes our reality. This full moon shined a bright, almost sharp light on our truth versus narratives that we've outgrown, any miscommunication or misunderstandings, or old beliefs that are ready to be released, connections that feel nostalgic or karmic, and the duality within ourselves. This moon also arrived at the end of a 9-year cycle. 9 years is about completion, it's about culmination, endings, and spiritual maturation. For many, this full moon may have illuminated the end of a long chapter, not just from this year, but from the patterns stretching back almost a decade. What you're releasing now may be tied to choices made maybe around 2016, 2017, and even earlier. This is a closing of old loops and the settling of karmic threads. As we move deeper into Sagittarius season, we shift from mental clutter into expansion, into vision, intuition, truth-seeking, and bigger horizons. Sagittarius invites the next chapter. Gemini helps us release the old one. This tarot reading is for the collective, for whoever it resonates whenever they find this. Take what speaks to you and let the rest fall away. Let's begin. First card we have here, we're going to start with the 6 of Cups. This pretty much fits perfectly for the energy of the Gemini full moon. This is nostalgia, childhood memories, past relationships, and old emotional imprints resurfacing. Under this super moon, many people found themselves maybe thinking about who they used to be, old relationships, past versions of themselves, and long-held emotional imprints. This is the closing of the cycle, the past asking to be integrated instead of avoided. The full moon illuminated something from behind you so you can move forward. The Nine of Pentacles reverse continues the theme. This shows stagnation, procrastination, and feeling like you haven't moved as far as you've hoped this year. Connected to the 6 of Cups, this card says you cannot move forward because you're still tethered to something behind you. Old memories, old patterns, or old comfort zones may have slowed your growth. This full moon is revealing the exact emotional anchor that has kept you stuck. The next card we move to is the Empress. This is a huge shift in energy. This is about self-worth, abundance, magnetism, fertility, creativity, and heart-centered healing. Placed right after the King of Pentacles reverse, it says something in the past hurt your self-worth or blocked your creativity, but you're reclaiming it now. You're returning to softness, strength, identity, and embodied confidence. The Empress shows that new life, new growth, and new love for self or others is emerging from the release. Next card we have here is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords reversed. It warns us against rushing through communications or reacting impulsively. Under a Gemini full moon, this is amplified. This is the sign of the tongue, the mind, and the words that we choose. Following the Empress, this card says, don't speak from old wounds. Don't let past stories shape your voice. This is about slowing down to speak from your healed, aligned Empress self, not your defensive self. Next, we have the Page of Swords reversed. This is about releasing your old story. When the Page of Sword reverse shows up after the Knight reverse, we have a theme. Overthinking, fear of expressing yourself, negative self-talk, mental clutter, watching rather than acting. This is a shadow side of Gemini energy. Spiraling thoughts, mental noise, assumptions, or old beliefs. Together, these cards can say, you cannot move into the next cycle with the same limiting story you've been telling yourself. This full moon reveals where your narrative needs to be rewritten. The next card I have here is the Knight of Wands. This is a burst forward motion. This is passion, movement, courage, inspiration, and boldness. After two reverse mentally focused cards, this Knight brings fire. Your motivation, desire, confidence, and life force returns. This is Sagittarius season energy entering the reading. The fire to move forward, the vision to expand, and the courage to leap. Next card I have here is the Three of Wands reversed. This card is about delays, doubt, or fear of expansion, really. Before we take the full leap, we hit the Three of Wands reverse. It shows hesitation. It shows a fear of the unknown, a doubt about the path ahead, or waiting for a perfect moment. This correlates perfectly with Sagittarius season. You're ready to expand, but something in you is holding on to what's familiar. Next card I have here is the Four of Pentacles reversed. This is about breakthrough. It's about letting go of control, loosening your grip, and allowing flow. Together with the Three of Wands reversed, it says your future expands when you stop clinging on to the past or to safety. Release the fear and step into possibility. And then we end with the Wheel of Fortune. This card's about fate, timing, destiny, karmic cycles, and major turning points. Placed at the end of the reading and following the Four of Pentacles reversed, it's basically saying this cycle is closing. Your energy is shifting, your timeline is turning, and a new chapter is beginning. This aligns with the Gemini full moon, the final supermoon of the year, the ending of a 9-year numerological cycle, and our transition into Sagittarius season. Basically, the world is opening up again. I have a few oracle cards for you. I have this card here from my Mystical Wisdoms deck. This card says patience. Or potential. I was thinking patience. Potential. Think big for your future. These cards are so beautiful. I'm going to read what it says. Your creative and mental powers carry great potential. Your plans to expand your horizons are underway and everything is progressing steadily. Think and plan outside your limitations and remain open-minded as there are more possibilities and opportunities than you can see at this point. This could be study, a business venture, or travel. Be ready to take on the challenge with the think big attitude. Empower yourself with more development and self-exploration. Mantra: my visions and goals take me beyond my current limitations. The next card I have here is the Ask and It Is Given cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks. It says, I will reach for the best feeling thought I have access to. On the back it says, always be reaching for the feeling of relief that comes when you release a more resistant thought and place it with a more allowing, better feeling thought. The stream of well-being is always flowing through you, and the more you allow it, the better you feel. The more you resist it, the worse you feel. I have this one that says, listen to the whispers inside your heart, or inside my heart. This one says, it's the Rebel deck. It says, eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. That might be something needs to hear. And then the last card says, patience. Congratulations. You've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by the greatest patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. I love these cards. They're so funny. Anyways, that's your message. This Gemini Super Full Moon illuminated the stories, the patterns, the memories that we've outgrown, and it's pushing us gently but firmly into a new cycle. This reading is for the collective, so like I said, take what resonates, leave the rest. May the full moon bring you clarity, release, and courage to step into your next chapter. Have a fantastic rest of your night, guys. Happy Friday.